And it's Sacramento to start out. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama is out there with James. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mutombo in at the 4. Curry. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Leonard outside. He shoots it. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Curry, back to SGA. 4 on the clock. Misses off the right iron.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
James with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Oh, George with a steal. Launches it. The rebound by the Spurs. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Sacramento's head coach. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Sacramento.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
Wembanyama, pass to Mutombo. Pass to Leonard. Puts up a 3. No luck on that one. Now here's O'Neal. Now here's Curry. Leonard defending. Now here's O'Neal. Outside Curry. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pass to Mutombo. San Antonio moving the ball around. Outside Wembanyama. The 3. First shot won't go. And Sacramento has possession. Now Curry. Back to SGA. Just snapped the cold streak. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Leonard. James inside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Curry passes to SGA. Back to Curry. Mutombo with the rebound. Curry's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Leonard for 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in.
Well, you got to bring more energy than this. Abdul-Jabbar is not going to be thrown off much by a little contact.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
.102 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Mutombo. Now Leonard. And here's James. George defending. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the rejection.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
The Kings leading. 36 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
You know, the size of Abdul-Jabbar typically overwhelms defenses, especially when he's operating close to the rim, forcing them to act as he draws the foul.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
A towering presence on both ends. Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And he's good on the second. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James outside. No good on the three. The Kings lead by 3. On the wing, Curry. Over Leonard. Curry's shot is off.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Fires from deep. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
The free throw drops for Leonard. And the second free throw is good. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Kings on top. They lead by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's George, and it's O'Neal in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Now here's SGA. No points so far. The 3 from Curry. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 3 assists now in this one. Wembanyama pass to Leonard. They get it back. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got his first 2 points.
Yep, on the interior, Wilt's enormous size, just too much to overcome, and certainly something that can't be taught.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to O'Neal. Now Curry. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wembanyama pass to James. Here's Mutombo. Now here's Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Oh, LeBron buries the 3.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Curry passes to SGA. Back to Curry. Uncovered. Connects. The jumper drops. Curry's got 7 points.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Pass to Mutombo. And here's Leonard. Here's Mutombo. Here's James. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Curry. Back to SGA. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. San Antonio leading. And here's Wembanyama. Still no points. They set the screen. Leonard passes to Chamberlain, and that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Wembanyama to the right side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. He does not get the second one. And Curry's got the ball here for Sacramento. Trailing by 2.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
James finds Wembanyama. Here's Mutombo. Pass to Leonard. San Antonio moving the ball around. Outside for Wembanyama. Shot clock at 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
Throw good, Wembanyama.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Pass to Curry. Fires the 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry's got 10 points.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. .125 left in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wembanyama. There's a screen. Out to the wing. Chamberlain passes to Mutombo. Shoots. Kept alive. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
.59 seconds left in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Curry. The 3 is up. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. And he's going for the lob. There's the block.
Got to be aware of where Kareem is now. He's an intimidating, effective presence protecting the rim.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Curry. Gets a very good look and converts. Curry's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Leonard, right side. Shoots over Curry. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Spurs out in front, up by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And James has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. The lead is 2. So on the floor for the Spurs, we've got Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James out there with Wembanyama. And it's Mutombo in at the 4.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, rejected by James.
It's a part of his game that LeBron takes a lot of pride in, shot blocking and defending. He's no slouch at that end of the floor.
San Antonio leading by 4. George with a steal. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down.
Like whenever this big man gets fancy with it, O'Neal is a ridiculous dunker when he's this close to the rim.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Wembanyama, pass to James. Drills it from deep. James has got 8 points.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Curry from downtown. Offensive board. O'Neal. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. O'Neal's got 4 points now in the quarter. Wembanyama against SGA. Here's James. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
Curry passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside O'Neal. Here's Curry. Curry finds his way through inside.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Wembanyama, pass to James. Wembanyama, screen on George. Back to Wembanyama from deep. Rebound by Sacramento. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, there's the alley. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Double team on Leonard. 6 to shoot. Pass to James. Over George. Again, the Spurs score.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Sacramento. And he knocks down the 10-footer. James has got 14 points.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Curry looking it over. Here's SGA. No points yet. No coverage that time.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now here's Wembanyama. Pass to James. Clock at 6. Leonard outside. Lets it go from deep. Hauled in by the Kings. Outside Curry. Here's SGA. Back to Curry for the tie. The shot off that time.
You know he wants that one back. Right in his wheelhouse.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard finds James. Leonard with a screen on George. James inside, working on George. James can't get it to go.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And a deep three from Curry. Curry with another miss. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for San Antonio. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Stephen Curry. He's out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
The defense gives Shai all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. Down low. Here's Leonard. Blocked! And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
George against James. 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Third ball.
Pass to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Curry. Shot by Leonard, no good. Curry against Leonard. Now here's SGA. Back to Curry. Over Leonard. Curry's shot is off. San Antonio with the ball. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. By himself. SGA with the big finish on the fast break.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
James passes to Leonard. Takes a 3. That's tipped.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Stolen by Wembanyama from deep. SGA. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
What's the roll?
Now James. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Jumps up. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
The Spurs call time. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their plan during the break. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Spurs trail by 4. James outside. Outside Wembanyama. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Here's SGA. Outside Curry. Stolen by Wembanyama. Leonard looking over the floor. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. James, deflected. Now here's Curry, guarded closely. It's stolen. To take the lead. Count it.
What an outstanding play by Mutombo. Showing up for his team with some assertive offense.
It's tipped. Wembanyama with it. Guarded now by George. Leonard inside. He's against O'Neal. And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Curry with it. From deep. Oh, it's off.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Wembanyama, screen on Curry. Leonard. Oh, missed on the tray.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
On offense, here is San Antonio. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
The Kings call timeout. Leonard against Curry.
You got to be careful how you guard Curry. Because he's so skilled with the ball and as a shooter, he's able to figure out ways to draw fouls.
At the line for two, Steph Curry.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 2 here. And so Curry nails both of them.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
And that's an intentional foul.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
He stepped up to the line and handled business that time. It's still a one-possession game, though.
The Kings call timeout. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball. Absolutely putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
The Spurs call time. Now Wembanyama. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Now here's Curry. They've got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Stephen Curry. And it's O'Neal in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now SGA. Shot clock at 6. Now George. Let's loose for 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Now James. Outside Wembanyama. The 3 is off. Sacramento leading by 3. Now Curry. Here's SGA. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. Leonard. Oh, no good on
hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Curry against Wembanyama. Now here's Curry, tightly guarded. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And he gets it to go from the low block.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Outside Curry. Jacks up a three. Oh, the shot is off. San Antonio trailing here. Now Leonard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Here's Curry. Outside SGA.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
First team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. The Spurs call time. Trail by 3. Just James on the wing. George defending. Leonard fires. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Outside George. SGA, a screen on James. It falls.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now a timeout called by San Antonio. We've got 13 seconds left in the OT period. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Here's Leonard. Now Wembanyama. James outside from 18 feet. Yes, sir!
And that's all the space he needs from that range.
The Kings call timeout. And so they foul intentionally.
Kawhi Leonard. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Kings, Stephen Curry, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
So the Kings win it. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Chamberlain is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's James. And it's Curry in at point guard. Now here's LeBron. Wembanyama sets a screen for James. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Pippen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Pippen's got the first points up on the board for the Kings.
Easy to understand why they give Pippen the ball in that area, because this guy knows how to take advantage.
Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. Sacramento grabs the miss. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Pippen. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And it's Davis missing. And it's Sacramento's ball. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively. And he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back over to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Free throw good from Chamberlain. Chamberlain hits them both. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the King. Pass to Pippen. Back to SGA. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Pippen against Curry. Here's Wembanyama. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And they double up James. Leonard against Davis. And it's Leonard missing.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Shoots from 12. Off the iron that time.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Pass to James. Back to Curry. All sorts of time. Good, and the assist goes to James.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now Davis. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Antetokounmpo spins it in.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Now here's Curry. Pass to LeBron. Back to Curry. This one for three. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Pippen for three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Now the Kings with it. LeBron with it. Picked up by Davis. Curry against Antetokounmpo. James with it. Still yet to score. Here's Wembanyama. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Outside, SGA. Shaq passes to Davis. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. The Kings leading. Outside Curry. To the paint. Kicks it out to James. And Davis sends it back.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here.
And the basket by Curry.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
It's Davis on the wing. Open for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Pippen's got 5 now. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Kings ahead, up by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
With D-Box sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Pippen, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And there's Davis, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the shooting guard. Here's Curry. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Kings. 3-point lead. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. Outside Pippen. Davis surveying the floor. Back to O'Neal. 5 to shoot. Pass to Pippen. Connects from 3-point range. Pippen's got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
And here is James. Nothing on the board. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Kings leading now by 6. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
What do you want? Agility, he's got it. Height, he's got it. Davis has every advantage on this play. Defenses just can't effectively counter him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
James against Giannis. James the pass to Leonard. Right side Curry. Shot clock at 3. Looking to end the run. And Davis sends it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Kings leading now by 8. Pass to Pippen. It's stolen by Curry. Now here's Leonard from outside the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here is Davis. He's covered by Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. No problem knocking that one down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, and they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Timeout called by the Kings. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
Curry setting the pick for James.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that time, also a missed shot.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Pippen, the pass to Davis. Up top, Shaq. SGA from outside. Chamberlain with the rebound. The Kings trail by 10. Outside Curry. Curry nails the triple.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Kings?
Outside SGA. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. O'Neal sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one drops for him.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Wembanyama with it. He's guarded by Davis. Curry passes to Wembanyama. There's the three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Well, that to the line for 3 free throws.
Look at Curry getting crafty, ensuring he gets fouled while in the act of shooting.
The Kings have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from Stephen Curry.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
That one misses. And he nails the third. 32 seconds left here in the second. Now, here's SGA. 6 points for him. Shoots. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
SGA is screen on Curry. Here's Davis. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Sacramento leading by 5. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Curry is out there with James. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Chamberlain in its center. Now, here is O'Neal, still without a basket. Davis with the bucket.
You pick a level, he'll show you how to get it done. And the mid-range happens to be one of them.
Now James. Floats it up for James. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Pass to O'Neal. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Davis. Back to SGA. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
Now here's James. And a miss there on the triple. Here's SGA. Pass to Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Sacramento.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Sacramento moving it around. It's deflected. It's Pippen with the drive. And then Pippen slams it in.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
James with it. Hasn't made one yet. And Wembanyama outside. Back to James. O'Neal with the steal. Chamberlain against Davis. Outside Pippen. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Curry. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. 6 on the shot clock. James up top, guarded by Pippen. LeBron, no luck. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Davis. Shoots over Curry. Sacramento grabs the miss. Chamberlain got his 4th rebound in this one. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility, so bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Kevin, back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander after LeBron James's miss. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Leonard against Davis. Leonard dishes to Chamberlain.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
We've got 1:08 left in the third. SGA feeling it out a bit. Bounce pass Pippen. And a wide open look for SGA. No good from outside. Outside Leonard. Pass to James. Now Chamberlain over to the wing. Here's Wembanyama for three. LeBron against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Davis. From about 19 feet. That misses off the backboard. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
The Kings trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Curry against Pippen. Chamberlain with a screen on Pippen. Kept alive. Off with the layup. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Kings ahead. They lead by 12. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. With Divac sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. They've got Anthony Davis. O'Neal is out there with Pippen. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's Pippen. His three-pointers off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
And here's LeBron outside. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. James has got it back down to within single digits for Sacramento. Pass to Davis. Back to SGA. Way outside. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Gilgeous-Alexander against LeBron. Outside, SGA. The rejection by Wembanyama. And it's Giannis missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Outside for Curry. And another three for Sacramento.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Kings leading now by 9. Here's Davis. Outside, SGA. Does not go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pippen against Curry. Now Leonard fires the three. That one is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside SGA. Here's O'Neal. Lock at 6. Davis fires. Jumper is off. The Kings trail by 9. And here is Curry. Wembanyama sets a screen for Curry. From deep. Davis pulls it down. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. It's stolen by Davis. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside, SGA. No problem with the wide-open James.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
The Kings trail by 11. Now here's Curry. Chamberlain with a screen on Pippen. Davis pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now Pippen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the turnover again by Sacramento. Sacramento with the ball. 11-point game. Outside Leonard. The 3 goes down.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
SGA against James. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and wide open, nails the James.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Anthony Davis.